fighter.
Hello and welcome to Dungeons & Dragons 5th edition homebrew adventure of Knights of Elderhold. We are super excited to be here, especially after our last episode, which was so beautiful. All of our players, most of our players, feel very, very bad about all their decisions they made in the last episode, and they should feel ashamed for themselves.
Calcifer, I can't even look at you.
I know. So great.
I'm pretty okay.
So great.
I feel like I did.
No, Mordai, you redeemed yourself, sir.
I held up.
Lyra, your obsession with this dog we'll talk about later.
Hey, I didn't do anything.
That kept her out of the morally black area of the decision-making skills.
Lyra really said,
Yeah, I saved the dog. All right.
That's right.
Abandoning the knights, though.
Yeah, well,
He's part of the knights now. I gotta.
that's right. He's a knight.
No, you don't have
He's officially
power.
he's officially a knight. He's the puppy knight. So in our last episode, they found themselves in the sewers. They're trying to pick up the trail of who stole all of Mountain Stride's family's state, all their stuffs, and it led them all the way to the sewers, where they did meet some slight resistance. But after a fireball was thrown, all diplomatic relations were put on hold, and fighting ensued. After all of this fighting, they found themselves... Well, Darkshade found himself eating some of the Ratkin people, going berserk, heads being cut off and being thrown asunder, and they all stormed into the Ratkins area, where they find women and children, and then they realize, oh shoot, maybe we're the bad guys. Turns out the Ratkin were actually there to support them and help them, and had they said anything about that, then they would have gotten help from the Ratkin as opposed to fighting around. So, we find ourselves in the Ratkin's home of the sewers. Let me go ahead and move our map to where we were last time. You remember that this is the place with all the blood and the
Only one
women
guy,
and children.
I healed him.
Yeah, well, you killed 3. There are 3 people that you were able to
And then
resurrect.
Some back from the dead.
Mm-hmm.
So that's at least 4 Ratkin that I've healed.
That's
None
right.
that I've killed.
I think that's true.
you just broke that one Ratkins. You broke every rib he had.
And then healed him. I give it, and I take it.
away. Darkshade has been turned to stone in the middle of his feasting,
Lunging at me.
lunging at you, and so now he has been turned to stone. So he's going to be out of commission for a little bit of time. Maeve has just made a tree. The whole room.
You and I conferred. We're like, let's keep him a statue for a bit.
Yeah,
That was out of pocket. Let's just be real.
I'll take a little paint and I'll just like draw.
He
a dick
ate
on
it,
his
dude.
forehead.
There you go.
That's what
I know he's a cat, and cats have things with rats, but God
That was a little
damn,
bit fire.
he ate
That
a
was
guy.
like a special kind of trigger.
We'll have to
Oh
talk
my god!
about
Should I
that
go?
later.
We should.
Can we
came out my
like
nose.
bring him half bag,
No,
like half statue?
no, like half the stuff is inside the the belly of a statue at this point. So yeah, there's no bringing that rat back.
No, not
That
the
rat
rat.
is-
We're talking dark shade.
Like
We only want to bring him half. Like we
Like,
only
just
half of the
un-
statue.
Just unstatue his
Just
head.
the half.
There you go.
head, so we can talk to him. Like, be like, hey, what's going on, buddy?
Just read it really slowly as it kind of.
It's a strange symptom you're displaying. Yeah.
All right, yeah. So you're in this room. You have checked out 2 of the rooms here. Actually, one of them is a nursery with a very frightened nursemaid who also has now a real knife to protect herself from the people who are killing her, provided by the assassins who were killing her and her
What an
family.
confusing day for all.
Everybody's having a great time. And in the other room, there was scant supplies that Maeve found.
Like 2 or 3 journals.
Yeah, just 2 or 3 journals and like food
And the
supplies and a bow. Your dad's bow was back there as well. But none of the potions that are going to help you guys survive in the scarred lands of the wilderness.
Do you know who made the
Something with this.
potions? The parents did they like special homebrew?
It's written in the journals.
We need to take some time to read these journals for sure.
Yeah, I'm gonna...
Say we make nice with the ratkin. And then... I'm not staying in the sewers. Like, let's get the hell out of it. Let's go stay at your house. We can fix that up.
Yeah.
And we could, like, get them supplies and stuff. They're struggling and scrounging, right?
Yeah. You know, we could definitely see if we could offer them a place in Elderhold.
I just meant, like, get them some supplies for now. Like, eventually, yes.
Well, yeah, you could teleport some stuff here.
I could probably reach out to some of my mother's acquaintances to help them.
Okay.
And
Can I draw teleportation
we have
circle
money.
here?
Yeah.
We can finance that. Do you have funds as well? Your family's pretty well off.
We lived conservatively, but had a rainy day plan.
Okay. Gotcha.
Do magic a mansion every night.
Yeah.
Can I
save a
draw?
lot of money that
I'm sure it's like food and everything provided.
Exactly.
Can I go into this little? Is this the room that's the nursery?
No, nursery is over here with the beds.
Can I draw a teleportation circle in this room that's like off to the side?
Yeah, absolutely.
Is there anything in there?
Nope.
It's just empty room.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm gonna probably watch it while he does it, just so I know the...
You like to watch?
Yeah, pretty much.
It's a combination of primordial and infernal.
Wow.
As you go into that room, there's no like chairs or tables or anything else, but there is a number of things that are written up on the walls.
Oh, okay.
Go ahead and do an investigation.
Oh god.
Can I do it with him?
I'm not
Absolutely.
very smart.
Oh, that's 20.
So you get back down
Ooh.
here, and I think we're just probably like helping them.
So 30.
I rolled
Okay.
a 19.
Investigation, you said?
You know, the knights.
A natural
kinda,
20.
Gotta look at Dark Shade and be like,
Yeah.
okay.
Some
We'll
stuff
talk
happens.
about it later. Mordai, take the statue. And I'm like, Maeve, help me out. And then we like carry the statue, like,
Well,
kinda-
he,
Wobble
yeah,
it.
it kinda
I
got.
could
He's still in this
telekinesis
one.
it.
Yeah, I know it's a big statue. I'm strong.
Oh my gosh.
So we get it over there, and then I'm like, Leary, let's just if you got any food, like maybe some money, like we they effed up down here.
Yeah, I'm gonna reach into Dark Shade. Is all of his equipment gold stone?
Oh, everything's stone. Everything is stone.
Then I want to talk
Can
to
you
the
just,
chief
like-
Ratkin.
Okay.
Snap off his coin purse and unstone that paddle.
So as you remember from the last session, all the Ratkin right now are just watching you go around and just do weird stuff, put up trees in the middle of a sewer underground. And they're still on their knees, and they still have their wrists out, ready for you to slash them, and so that they can die.
No, but
peacefully.
we've been healing them now for like.
They're very
5 or 10
confused.
minutes.
A lot has happened. While you two are going into that room to check out what's in there, you realize that there's a lot of names that you recognize, and they're the big families, like the rich part of town, basically, of all the major pieces that are in this town. And so you see some notes underneath each one. This one's known. This specific house is known for blackmail. This house is known for the Thieves Guild. These people here do this type of work. These guys do this type of work. And you realize you've lived in this town forever. You didn't realize that those families were actually gang families. They're not just wealthy individuals. It's like mafia type of stuff. This town is a retirement community for gangsters.
Good. Good to
Yeah.
know.
Even the guy who's in charge
That's why
of
they have
all
such
the
good
police.
education. Gangsters like their kids to go to good school
There you go. And that's also the reason why there's no crime in this town.
because they kill people.
Because they're not allowed to do any crime in this town. They can do crime everywhere else, but this is a retirement community. You don't have work in your retirement
Don't
community.
shit where you eat.
There you
Right.
go.
But then that's why it's so confusing on why my house got ransacked.
Exactly.
Making this realization, I'd probably start talking to the families and saying, "Do you know that this is going on within your town? Are you gonna let them do this?" Sort of thing.
Who are you gonna sell that to?
Oh no! Wait, no.
Oh, just yeah. Okay.
It's gonna be the head of the families for each of them.
Could it also be like competing wizards? Did your parents have enemies?
Not
People
many.
that strive in uncharted fields tend to make a lot of enemies.
people who want to get to the treasure before them also has a lot of enemies.
Would explain why all those potions are missing.
Yeah.
Because all of the journals, all of their work, and even them themselves are gone.
I'm assuming we're talking about this openly,
Yeah.
telepathically, and so I've asked the Chief Ratkin, so how do you guys come by this information?
First you slaughter us, and now you want information from us?
I've shown my true intentions here. Obviously, this was a grave misunderstanding. We all played a part here.
Yes.
Can I ask him why he didn't want to meet a person and did a illusion?
Sure, absolutely. You asked the question, and he says, "We're Ratkin. Nobody trusts Ratkin."
Why worsen it by giving a reason to not trust? Our eyes are our most powerful things.
Mm-hmm.
If you try to deceive them, you try to deceive the person themselves.
As you can tell, I am very old, and I don't move around as quickly. Should you guys prove that you were hostile, say, throw a firebolt at me, I would not be able to move quickly enough to get out of the way. So it's my protection. Then again, if no firebolt was thrown, I guess we'd be in a different spot now, wouldn't we?
His parents were imprisoned, and his house ransacked. You can understand his heightened emotional state. Can you not?
If you were working for Gildren, why didn't you say so from the beginning? Didn't he tell you that he'd hired us?
Our interaction with Gildren has been fleeting and confusing, as I'm sure yours are with them as well.
It seems he can not speak the truth.
Gildren has always worked for us very, very well.
I think he just can't talk about certain things.
Or that.
He's
like
restricted. The control his employer has on him.
I know some of his past. I didn't know that he was back under his captive again. Is this true?
It is, unfortunately.
Well, one rat is under the ground and another one's in a trap, so I guess none of us have very much longer.
The enemy benefits from us fighting. We can come together, and with unity, we can fight back against this. We can be allies. You say no one trusts Ratkin. Here we are offering trust.
You did save a few. And you did stop your friend from devouring more of us.
Yeah, he's normally not like that. That's a new thing that we are going to seriously talk about. But I turn around and I pat Darkshade's big stone forehead. But I took care of him for right now. So,
just Tremor sense it. Can you tell his rage?
Yeah, is he just like vibrating slightly?
Very, very slightly. Feels as though he's miles and miles away at the moment. Maybe traveling to a distant land. He's out of town.
Another dick on his face.
Yeah, very nice.
It becomes a tattoo if we...
Roll for what's the one? Diplomacy. Now you got me thinking of Cthulhu. I can't think of the other ones now.
Diplomacy?
Diplomacy, persuasion,
guidance.
I have too many systems in my head right now.
I don't know, guys.
What is it?
Yeah, Blue. I'm giving you a D4 all the time.
Mm-hmm.
And let's see. You said persuasion?
Persuasion, yeah. That's a good one.
And I think I had used my channel divinity to be diploma, all
plus 5 or
Yeah.
10 or whatever it is.
before
That's
you
still holding.
Shot at them.
Yeah.
Okay, so that would be. Oh, it's only plus 5. 26.
26.
15 plus 3 plus 6.
You see the wizard Ratkin look at you, and he almost has this look of resignation on his face. He's thinking about a lot of different things, and you can tell that he's making the decision because he really doesn't have any other choices. Like, he's run out of options at this point. Very well.
Who needs supplies?
Water under the city, under the sewers, passed by. Why have more death when we can recover what we can?
We are powerful allies, I assure you that.
As you have seen.
Yes, yes. We have seen. Very well. What is it that we can do that will be mostly beneficial to both parties?
Find,
We need to know more about what's happening in the city.
find who took the rest of the stuff.
We need to know who
Who's the
Gildren's other
convenience
operative
or-
was.
His other operative?
I don't know.
Whoever beat you. Who was there when you
Oh.
arrived?
When we went to the house.
Yes.
Well, we got to the house first. Or at least my children did. When we were there, the Abili family were not far behind us.
Yeah, Beely.
The Abili family are somewhat new to the city. They've only been here for the past 3 or 4 years.
Are they on the wall?
They are.
Am I on the wall? Or my family?
Nope.
Okay.
Because you're not
That's
a
good.
gangster.
Oh, no,
Yeah,
no.
crime
I'm
family.
just making sure.
Is he on the wall?
Ah, there's a picture of your mom. She's the biggest
How
gangster of
did
them
we
all.
get on
Right,
the wall?
she's the crime lord.
Okay, so-
Yeah.
What's your
Money
intelligence?
laundering?
How long you live in this town?
I rolled a 30 for investigation.
I know, but this is the first time you've investigated your own town.
Yeah, I was really into
Damn nerds.
and spells and wizarding.
Yeah, no one questions things when things go well.
Oh, sure.
No crime, streets are clean.
Yeah, no crime, streets, everything's going wonderfully. It's a place of learning and culture and art. And
Obviously, you are persecuted here in town.
we weren't always so. We were under the employment of our lord, Ironmore. Ironmore is a name that you remember. He's actually one of the senior big houses in town.
The founding.
Founders were actually the Lone Spear family. Ironmore was not too far off. He's probably one of the oldest founders, but he's also someone that you would know because he gave a lot of money to the schools, and he also gave a lot of money to like the theater departments and stuff like that. And so you would also know that he died 3 years ago. And from what everybody's been saying, he just died of old age because he was super old at that point. It says we were a part of that family.
He brought you here.
He took us in and he took care of us, and we were his hands and feet. We took care of all of his business.
So you're also criminals.
Yes, in a sense. We are in the business of information. Our speciality is learning secrets, finding people that are missing, and things to that effect. So, of course, we have tabs on every family that comes in. And when the Abili family came, we saw that a lot of their documents and records and things that they had said were true were not as true as they could have been. So we did more research. And when we got found, looking into the family, we were attacked, and Lord Ironmore was killed.
Who were you attacked by?
Vampires. We believe that the Abilly family is vampiric. The people who are parading around town as the head of that family are nothing more than fronts. We believe they were just farmers who lived out near Goldcrest. Our research about them is that they were poor and they had a bad crop, and now suddenly they are the head of an entire family, a crime syndicate. The real true head of that house is still a mystery to us.
How new are they?
They've been here 4 years.
So you've been essentially on the run for your life since that day, since you lost your patron, Ironmore?
Yes. We have lived in the sewers, mostly because of the running water and the ability to go around town how we need to. Protects us from some protection from the vampires that are around. They're actively hunting us. But
Do you have any idea where they're holed up?
we've been staking out the Abilly family house, the mansion, but it doesn't seem like that's anything worth noting.
Seems at this point you're very limited on warriors and are down to mainly women and children, it seems.
Yes, our women and children were in the house in the mansion of the Ironmores, but since his death, we've been driven underground.
Did he leave you anything?
Just the things that he would give us normally. And he actually reaches over and clicks his wrist, at which point he turns into a human.
Huh.
We have a few of these that allow us to walk around in town and do business. But of course, it only masks what truly lies beneath. And there's a time limit for us.
Well, your plight moves me. Do you have any allegiance to, was it Dawnberry?
Only that our master loved this town. And so, because of his love, we love this place as well. We want to see it prosper, but more than anything, we want revenge on the Abilly family, on these vampires who've come in and destroyed everything that we've had.
You can't do that while your women and children are vulnerable.
Exactly.
How many warriors do you have?
We have some that are more investigators than actual warriors, but I would say there's about 30 of us that can do some amount of damage. Right now, they're all on different assignments all throughout the city.
And then probably 60 women or children?
Yes.
Let me talk with my companions real quick.
Very well.
Kind of pull everybody aside. Like, well, I think the answer is pretty clear to me. How do y'all feel?
That we send them to Elderhold.
Yeah, we gotta get them somewhere. Can't just let them be under attack by vampires.
Can you teleport them there?
I don't know how many people will fit in a 10-foot circle.
You just concentrate.
It's a
on-
ritual spell, so
Yeah.
I can just keep.
Remember, he is a wizard. If he has the combination to your portal, he can make his own.
That's deadly. Probably not a good idea.
Yeah, but you're giving him the keys to your back door as well.
That's why mine's in 2 languages.
Well, we're not sending them to the ship.
No, I want to send them to Elderhold, where because they have like that.
We don't even have to send them to Elderhold. We can send them to Tornhaven.
Yeah.
We might be better received there.
Probably.
It's closer by. They could probably use them as
And they're
as
abandoned
spies
visitors.
eventually. And they're shifters as well.
Tornhaven is werewolf town.
And they're also enemies of Goldcrest.
It's true.
Yeah. I have not been to Tornhaven though.
Mm-hmm.
Shoot. So it'd have to be Elderhold, or find someone else who can send them to Tornhaven.
Do you?
We can send them to Elderhold, and then have Elderhold send them to Torrenthaven. That could be a later decision.
Do you remember the sigil on the ground inside of Gildren's house in Torrenthaven by chance?
Do I?
Yeah.
No, I don't pay much attention to
Never mind.
wizardly sigils. That is y'all's obsession.
So here's the map. Torrenthaven is far, but it's really not that far. But going with women and children is going to take some time.
But you've been to Shieldglare, and that was just
I have
taken over by. We didn't leave
Did I?
a teleportation circle there.
I thought you did.
I did in the church.
We teleported there.
Yeah.
Perfect.
We can send them to Shieldglare.
That's nearby. It's safe, and it's protected by Torrenthaven currently. I think that's the way to go.
Is Vector's mom still gone? Or was she still in...
We checked it out.
Oh, Vecchio's mom?
She was on Lee's side.
She was in Lee's side, and she's nowhere to be found. She's hiding.
Yeah, we haven't found her.
I know where she's at, but you guys don't know.
I would hope.
I can't rescue everybody. I barely pulled a brain slug out of his Vector's head, okay?
Yeah, that was great.
You'll love Vault.
Oh, goodness gracious.
So good.
So I think we have a plan for the women and children, and then we need to get the Ratkins' help here in town, I feel like. But our true mission doesn't really lie here. Or does it? Or what do we feel?
I mean...
Should we find out where the stuff was taken, or should we investigate the scarred lands like your parents told us to?
Well, we still need the potions, don't we?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's why.
They have it.
Oh, okay. So we do need to find the potions for you.
Or the journal with the recipe. Because I can brew potions, you can brew potions.
And
I'm
that's-
pretty sure so can
Why
you.
do you guys want to go to Scarlands besides my parents' shit?
Because we want to strike. Your parents convinced us that would help us strike back at the.
Oh, the Great Merchant. That's
Great
what it was.
Merchant.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
There's something he fears there.
Yeah,
Okay.
and we need leverage on the Great Merchant.
Yeah.
I think-
enable.
And
That
like the most powerful
experiment-
a-hole in the world, and we just kind of killed his right hand man.
Yeah, that big nuclear experiment, I think, was how he got his power.
Yeah, makes sense.
All right, so
That's my guess.
we send the women and children to Shieldglare,
That's my hypothesis.
and then we declare war on the Abeli family. Get our shit back.
Declare.
They're vampires, bro.
Yeah, no, I agree.
Where's this shit?
Fuck them.
Mm-hmm.
Cool.
All right.
I'm gonna wear my hat and disguise myself as somebody completely different.
Okay.
I'll get back to you on what it is.
Alrighty. Sounds good.
We'll go share our plan with the Ratkin chief. How does he feel about this?
This
This is the way to get your town back and get revenge for your master.
and you have connections with Torrenthaven that'll allow us, my family, to remain safe, the women and children.
The Queen of Tornhaven is in our debt.
I was under the impression it was a king, Conray, wasn't it?
It was.
Many things
And the
have
new
changed.
queen is there because of our influence.
Oh, you do have good friends then. If you can
Got that
promise
right.
me.
If you need anything from Barrett Arger, let me know.
Very well then. If you can prove to me that they will accept my children and not be hostile to us, the young ones, the spell doesn't work on them to hide themselves. It'll only work on these adults to make them look human. So we're
Agent.
putting ourselves in a lot of danger by trusting you in this with our most precious children.
They are shifters as well. They are not prejudiced. They will accept you as you are.
I just love the timeline. We came in, killed a bunch of them. Well, sorry. And then, like,
Dude,
said,
they're rat people. You know how many times this has probably happened to them? Like,
Yeah.
yeah, trust me. Go to this place.
Won't die.
that
It's
you
okay.
To be fair, most of us didn't. It was
I didn't.
Calcifer.
Yeah,
Out of the
Calcifer-
ones here, it's just you.
Yeah.
I didn't kill
The
anybody.
guilty conscience.
I attempted to.
attempted murder. It wasn't actually
You started
murder.
the fight and Calcifer finished it.
No
Yeah.
word.
Yeah, what's up with Calcifer?
Calcifer
he's
is
a madman.
just kind of like rethinking his life choices at this point.
Is he feeling bad because he's like surrounded by little rat kids?
Yeah. He's cleaning his weapons. Calcifer has gone through fights like almost every other day, right? So he just gets himself back into the same routine. Just cleans his weapons.
I'm not gonna let him like sink into his little depressive routine.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna like get him out of it. I'm like, hey man, like help out over here. Like maybe Mordai might need some help with this teleportation. I'm gonna keep him involved. Keep him moving.
All right, whatever it is that you desire, I'll be happy to help as much as I can.
Maybe keep the killing to a minimum until,
We need it.
we know for sure what the situation is next time.
Very well. I'm happy to help. Goes over and he starts scratching Killer's head. Seems to put him a little bit of at ease.
I'll just give him Killer. Here.
And who knew? This was the gladiator who actually needed the emotional support animal.
I'm not sure you knew this. You disappeared before I could tell you, but Killer actually has his own little safe spot. A doggy door, if you will.
What? Doggy door?
It's on his necklace, and he can activate it if he
I was
needs.
gonna say like a dimensional doggy
Oh,
door.
so he can save himself.
Mm-hmm.
Cute.
So he looks over and he goes, Killer, go to bed. And Killer kind of gets up and he shakes his neck, and you see it kind of glow slightly, his little collar, and you see a very small little pocket dimension open up, and he just walks over, sits inside. His whole body is missing now from existence, but you still see his head just kind of sitting there looking out and seeing everybody, just sitting there waiting.
Y'all need to get on that.
Millions. That pocket dimension.
Yeah.
Stop fucking around with all this politics. And just take over with capitalism.
Yeah.
The perfect doggy door. There you go.
That's what lets Pavel join the dark side.
Capitalism. Money, baby.
Dogs.
Money and dogs.
I say we find the vampires.
Yeah, let's go kill some vampires.
If he's in, let's do it. Quit fucking around.
All right.
I've drawn like 6 teleportation circles across the ground by now.
All right, so then he's going to get all his people ready, up and moving. I think it's only like a few seconds for every teleportation, right?
It's
6 seconds.
Yeah, but they're rat people. And like rat
well, they all stand on the circle. And then
get in the mound, rat people.
Yeah, so they got the children, the babies. You can see them getting some supplies and things. You see them really kind of nervous, like they're not really sure where they're going. The rat can.
I'm assuring
I
you.
distinctly remember
I'm
this.
glowing. I'm healing. I'm like, it's all gonna be. I'm giving out food. I got money. 1 gold coin, little baby. Here you go.
All right.
Imagine this.
yeah, I will let whoever leads them through like 500 gold.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
imagine
Lathander
this.
provides.
Circa 1944, Great Germany.
Great.
That's exactly what's happening here.
Here we go.
Let's
Off you
go.
go.
Let's get on the train.
Let's get on the train. You're going away. Yeah. So there's one older boy who there was 2 boys that you guys came in and almost killed. They were being trained up. Just want to keep pointing that out. It's really fun. And so he's actually the eldest now, who's going to go through and protect them. These 2 boys. And so you hand him over this 500 gold, and he's never even seen this much money in his life. So.
Yeah, should I like spread it out amongst all of them?
Give it to Chief. I mean,
Chief's not going, though.
Yeah. Is there like a head lady, like not a child? That handles
Well,
it?
that's yeah. I don't know. Is
Hand it
there
to a
an
child.
adult?
Yeah.
You're like, hey kid, well, like the cut of your
This is
jib.
an outrageous amount of money.
Open your pockets. Here we go.
This is gangster behavior.
There you go.
First rob you.
This isn't paying back guilt. You fill up more? There you go. A little bit more in your pockets. So anyways, yeah. So there is also some of the nursemaids and stuff, the wet nurses who are there, and so you can give them money. They're a lot older. Not a lot older, but they're older.
The one with the knife.
I was gonna say
Yeah, the one with the knife.
Yeah.
Who still has it out and is kind of looking you guys over. Baby in one hand, knife in the other.
Yeah, she looks like she was too.
There you go. So you start sending these people off through the portals.
We'll use pager. Let's Sophie know.
Okay. After a couple of hours, Sophie does get back to you and let you know that she's happy to take people in. Anybody that you deem as a ally, she's taking as an ally. So you guys still
As
have
we
that
Yeah.
that arrangement.
So we'll show the chief. What is this Chief Ratkin's name? We haven't asked. It's kind of rude, guys.
Yeah, it is. Very,
Hey,
very
Chief
rude.
Rack.
Hey, Chief Rat.
Hey, big rat guy. I'm assuming Pavel would have asked his name.
Yeah, his name
He's
is
very polite.
Obi.
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 Alright,
And
Obi.
yeah, so Obi is seeing the note. He's feeling a lot more reassured.
This was my Dawnberry guide. He's proved to be pretty shitty at that. Let's just be real here.
I'm sorry, I don't explore the sewers.
Look at in one room in this sewers. There's more knowledge about your town. So Obi, you're our guy. That's what I'm saying. I'm gonna let you take the lead here. I think, guys. Right? This is his town. How do we most effectively strike at the abilities? And I'll kind of give him a short summary of each of our abilities and what we can do. And because I got a good feeling about Obi. I like it.
Because you're going to help him take out the ability family, he's more excited now because obviously you guys are worth.
We're not killing them anymore.
Yeah, you're not killing them, and they're going to use this great force to go and attack his enemies. So he feels a little bit more optimistic.
Yeah.
And so he says,
He's a wizard, right?
Mhm.
Like
Yeah,
an
I
actual
remember.
wizard, or is he a sorcerer? Or...
no wizards.
Okay, so you should. You're from this town. This is a fellow wizard.
He should be my best friend.
And from
Yeah.
now on, we don't shoot to kill.
Always shooting out our compliments.
Who's gotten the absolute
There was-
most heat about it.
It wasn't
If you want to avoid
In the
Apple's searing gaze,
We'll be talking later.
It was not a shoot to kill. It was my lowest level that I could do.
well, they still started all this.
We gotta
Speak before shoot. How about that?
There you go.
Fair enough.
I'm going to shoot you now. So yes, all the women and children, they're all gone at this point. There's really
We'll,
only
eat dinner with them, get his whatever warriors back, and I think we'll take a rest, right?
yeah. At this point,
Kind of had a fight.
Darkshade's almost completely rested up. I mean, being stoned really, it's nice on the.
Oh no, we send him
Deep
back
sleep.
too, right? Should we send him to?
I'll just
Let's just
make
keep him
my
in that room.
hammock in
Yeah.
between
Just
his
keep him in that
outstretched
room.
hands.
Oh, that's cool.
And then I'll just sleep there. Like, I'm proud of this spell.
There you go. Yeah, that's right. He's got his hands out because he's
Yeah,
being attacked.
'cause he was
So you just
re-
crawl
Oh,
up into the
yeah,
hands
Check to
and then fall
murder me.
asleep.
So now I'm just asleep in between his hands and my
Nice.
hammock.
I'll get some in the mansion. We could meet the warriors
100%.
in the mansion.
So is it a door, right? It's just a door that pops up, or is it
Oh,
an
yeah.
actual mansion that pops up?
Well,
It's a door.
I think it's a door.
It's a door that you step
Open and inside is the mansion.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's like, hey, you look a little hungry. You've been racking living in the sewers. Let's be real here. We're not putting on appearances, buddy.
Yeah.
We want to feed you, show you a good time. Come into our mansion. We've been staying here for a couple weeks. It's pretty cool.
Very well. I'll be happy to come with you. And there's only other one rat that Darkshade was about to kill. He's going to come with you too. He's the only other warrior there.
Got 28 others on missions.
The other guys are all.
Fed the women and children before they left.
Nope,
Yeah,
you didn't.
we
You just
gave
threw them
them
out, man.
supplies.
They're like,
No,
get to the portal.
We
See
gave
you
them-
later,
We
kids.
gave them supplies.
There you go.
We gave them supplies and money and healing.
Here's a
I mean that very
Here's
clear,
a gold
Tom.
piece. Don't spend
Okay.
it all in one face.
Don't misinterpret our.
All right,
MC.
okay. I think one of them threw
This is
a
a fresh
firebolt at one of them
condition.
right before they left. Anyways,
Some bread in his head. That's it.
the only people that are left really are
Galaxy 3 where it kicks the ball in the goal. No?
there's Obi, there's the one that was in the room, and then there's the three that you guys had brought back. Who
Yeah.
are still kind of,
No, I'm
acclimating
good.
to the
Yeah,
situation. But yeah, so that's all that's here at the moment. And yeah, so you guys open up the mansion.
Yep.
You go inside. and there's rooms for everybody. You guys can relax.
There's tons of room.
There you go.
If the women and children want to have like a massage or a haircut.
That's awesome. There you go.
Let me read it to you real quick. Hold on. It is great because literally says like you can designate the little servants to do literally whatever you want.
Yeah,
nice.
Just a bunch of unseen servants.
Yeah.
Very sweet. You come in and Obi looks as though he's used to this kind of situation. Like he looks familiar. He looks like it's familiar to him.
I want these servants to what?
Massage my feet.
No. What
Getting a full body.
What do they like? What race do they like besides their own? Or what do they hate?
That's pretty racist.
Actually.
Vampires. They hate vampires.
I want them to all look like
Vampires.
really weak vampires that are serving them.
They're invisible, aren't they? Unseen servants.
Yeah.
No, they're not unseen servants. They're just servants that are.
It's a mansion.
Yeah,
okay.
They are seen.
They don't look threatening or vampiric.
They're just like
in the essence
weak
of it.
humans.
Weak
Pale humans and need to get out in
like
the sun.
Vampires that are like serving them.
Okay.
It's like Vampire LaCroix.
LaCroix.
It's like if you made the soda with a vampire like right next
with
to
an
it.
essence of
Yeah.
You whispered the word vampire.
There you go.
Yeah, that's it.
In another room and it
Yeah,
kind of yeah, watermelon. So LaCroix.
Interesting tactics.
There you go. One of the
feel powerful now.
I've heard of immersion. Yeah.
Yeah, that works. One of them looks like they're kind of like tearing up a little bit, and you hear them talking back and forth in their rat language. And Obi kind of puts his hand over him for a moment and catches his breath. And he kind of goes off to his room. They're very militaristic. They know where they're going. They're going to go sit down. They're going to, very regimented. Regimented? Regimented. That's the correct word. So they just go to their rooms. They got some food. They got some rest. Everybody has a time to full rest.
We're going to put together the plan with Obi.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure
during this time. I think we can do that while taking a long rest, right?
Okay, yeah.
Well, this lasts 24 hours too if we stay in for...
Oh, just like a whole day off,
Yeah.
It's like a vacation
I'm not taking
day.
a whole day off. Your parents are in jail, man. Where's your urgency?
Time doesn't really move within this, I think.
No, that's not.
Hold on.
I think it
have
still
a
moves.
time dilation effect.
Fair enough.
You're not Goku.
It's
You
not
can't
the-
hop in and train for 10 years.
It's not the
and hop
TARDIS.
back out.
So Obi explains that the house, the original house of the Abili family, again, is just a front. And
Did they take the house of their patron? That'd be fucked up.
they
killed him and then moved in. We're the new guys in town. We're gonna take this big old house.
So Obi says that there's people watching that house. They're looking for the Ratkin, and they assume that they're going to go back to the house to get caught. Get their stuff and then get caught doing that. So they don't want to go to that house.
At this point?
About 3 years at this point. The family was killed 3 years ago, and they're just trying to survive and trying to keep everything together that whole time.
So nobody's moved in 3 years?
It's empty.
Interesting.
So there's that house. The Abili family has some fake family that's inside of it. Abili isn't even really their real last name. They had some other last name. I think their last name was Sikh. And so they're saying, well, you can hang out in these other areas. We can pick a few and see if you can find some of these vampiric people. That's the best that we have. Or we can wait until some of his people come back with maybe a better lead.
Or you can
go
find
stick up.
vampires. That's not a problem. I can. Paladin of Lathander. It's definitely a specialty of mine.
Well, our greatest warriors have died trying to take on a few of these vampires. They're not like normal vampires.
Are these the enhanced vampires? The experiments?
But we know that while as distasteful as these crime families may be, blackmail is better than being an undead servant of evil.
Mm-hmm.
They obviously don't tolerate Goldcrest's influence in their town. And if they're vampires, I would put money that they're controlled by Goldcrest. So we can fight them, but I think what's more important is we have to reveal them to the other families as their true nature. And then
I feel like the other families already know and don't care.
Possible.
They might not know.
Or even if they do know and don't care, if they're revealed as vampires to the entire town, they'll be forced to do something just to keep up appearances.
Mm-hmm. So the families that are in town are the major players. Is the Lone Spear family, who is basically in charge of all the police force, but they have history of being the black market dealers and arms people. There's the Thieves Guild, that is an underground family that is still considered a major family, and they're called the Quick Knife family, obviously because they're thieves. Not even the real name, it's just a pseudonym, right? Then we have the Billy family, and we have a few other minor families that are...
What was the second one? I'm sorry.
So Lone Spear, Quick Knife is the Thieves Guild, a Billy, and Ironmore is the family of the rats. They're the Ironmore rats, or the Dawnberry rats, if you want to put them that way.
Because Ironmore's dead now.
Ironmore's dead, so now they're really the Dawnberry rats.
The Obi rats.
The Obi rats. Obi's rats. Obi's family. There are a few other families, 3 other ones that are gangster families that you can go and talk to if you so desire. But that's them.
That's like 3 minor families.
Mm-hmm.
What you're saying. So there's Lone Spear, Quick Knife, the Abili, who are the enemies, and the vampires, and the 3 minor families.
Yep.
And there are just like normal people who live in this town, I'm assuming. It's
Yeah.
a large town.
Yeah, so think
These
about
are
it.
just the power players in town.
Exactly. And they have their homes, their mansions, and they're on different sides of the town. They almost surround the entire town. They're kept apart, obviously, because if they weren't, they'd all kill each other.
I mean, we could ask Obi, but like the obvious impression I got is that Lone Spear was after them. So I'm assuming Lone Spear is not going to cooperate with us. If anything, it sounds... I mean, do you get the impression, Obi, that they are under the influence of the Abili?
I don't know. Lone Spear has always been a very honorable person, even though he has some black market dealings. But he does run the police force.
You don't have any spies in his organization? I thought you were spies.
We more observe and raid and look at papers. That's our specialty.
Okay.
Low level.
Yeah. Non-violent means of spying. Information collectors, as it would.
Where do you have a suggestion for where we should start, or do you think we are better off at picking that?
Well, your options are go stake out one of the locations we believe some vampires may show up, but there's not a guarantee that they will. Our people have been thinned out, and so looking at all these places and keep tabs on all of them has become more and more of a problem. Or you can go and talk to one of the lesser families and see if they have any information or how they feel about vampires in their town. Or you can go talk to Lone Star, or maybe even the Thieves Guild, and see what they say.
If only Darkshade wasn't stoned.
Yeah.
Are there any major events coming up in town?
There's actually a theater performance that's coming up soon. Usually all the families come and they have their own boxes.
Yeah. Criminals love the arts.
Mm-hmm.
What day is
The
that?
finer things.
That's in 4 days.
4 days.
But something else that you should probably know is that in order to take residence here as one of the leading families, you do have to write or sign a contract that does bind you from directly influencing the other families, as far as death is concerned.
I see what you're saying. So if we were able to find something to directly link them to Ironmore's death, this would violate this power contract.
Well, that's also the thing that's very worrisome, is it's a devil's contract that they're signing. It's unbreakable, which means someone has found a way to break a devil's contract, or the person who's doing the killing is outside of these families.
the killer by hire still violate their contract? Or possibly not. Maybe the wording of their contract was...
The wording is very, very important, and I am not familiar with the wording itself. But an outside killer could be found to do this.
But Ironmore would have been under one of these contracts, yes?
Yes.
And it would still be in his home, yes?
It would be, actually.
I think we need to take a look at that contract. And what better way to draw them out if they're watching Ironmore's house than to go to Ironmore's house and draw them out?
Yeah.
What if we disguise ourselves as Ratkin?
Give me a sleep. I can stealth enough.
I hear a plan forming.
Yeah, we're gonna do a long rest.
No, we've already done that.
Oh.
We're doing that in the mansion while making a plan. Don't make it complicated.
Getting massaged.
Yeah.
There you go.
We're having a good time.
You're having a feet rubbing while you're going through the plans.
30 increased hit points. Aid. I'm gonna do 8 again.
Alrighty.
I'll do my inspiring speech before we set out, of course.
And then I will cast. Ooh, I can't go.
What does the speech do?
19 temporary hit points.
Oh.
What is the vibe today? Alright. I gotta prepare like sneaky stuff.
Alright, yeah.
I don't know.
Spellcasters. Since my
That's loud, so.
my damage dealing in the face buddy is stoned right now.
Mm-hmm.
It's just me and the spellcasters.
Mm-hmm.
Even the
It
range.
is you and a bunch of squishies.
Uh-huh. It's gonna get
Just lost
interesting.
Maeve in the mansion.
She likes the
Makes
foot
sense.
rubs.
Rich,
Yeah.
baby, rich!
She just slept in.
Maeve
See you,
actually.
Mark. I know you're watching.
I think Maeve can go and check out one of the locations to see if there's any leads there. She's very small and very stealthy. She can probably figure it out.
I'm gonna keep
Gosh,
flesh
but
to
do we
stone.
trust her to go off on her own?
No.
I know.
It's a vampire town. Like,
Even when you're not here, they still don't trust
yeah,
you.
I feel like you'll come back as a vampire.
For real, like at least a 30% chance.
Minimum.
Not very good.
Can't let this wild
That's-
child out of my eyes.
That would be fantastic.
So-
I would do that on purpose just to see what happens. All right, continue.
Maeve, can you go wait with the Ratkin children until Sophie's representatives show up?
Or she can guard Darkshade.
That's a really good idea.
Probably shouldn't leave his statue alone.
Yeah,
Yeah.
definitely come back in pieces.
Alright, I'm gonna give Maeve one of the necklace beads
Okay.
that has the Greater Restoration on it.
Okay.
And I'm like, in emergency only, bring him back. But there's like a 50% chance he'll immediately try to eat you.
He's not gonna eat
So,
me. I can
if
take
you
him.
bring him back and he like has a crazy look in his eye, fly away.
Or bring him back and from far away and let him after whatever's attacking you.
That sounds like a plan.
Alright.
All right.
Yeah,
so
something
Maeve
is
is on
actually
babysitting duty of the statue in the room, and you guys are gonna go.
Disguise us as Ratkin?
Yes. Hold on, I'm still picking.
Have you got your spells all figured out?
Yeah, I think so.
This-
It's
For this mission to the Iron
it
Wars?
is more.
For a moment, you know,
Sort of.
until we get attacked.
Is disintegrate sneaky?
No.
Not really.
You guys and your
Defensive
disintegrate.
spells.
Oh
this
my
time,
gosh.
Remember, you need some defensive spells. Oh, what's happening?
Oh, is it time?
So
No.
Oh, okay.
Keep clicking the
Someone's
button.
expecting, so we're waiting for that.
Don't.
Yeah, it'd be great.
No.
So question:
Don't do this.
We're not.
Does the ethereal plane walk like?
In conjunctions with?
Yeah,
Not always.
generally speaking.
Somewhat.
Most of the time.
Most of the time.
Like 60-40.
So like, say, here's our ceiling. There's the ethereal plane right there, and I can just like walk with them.
What's your intent?
Somewhat.
You're asking like questions about specifics. Like, what are you trying to do? What do you want to do?
I'm trying to walk in the ethereal plane without being detected.
Yeah, unless they can detect the ethereal plane.
Well, yeah.
You'll be completely undetected.
I'm taking sunbeam
But
today.
spying from the ethereal plane to the material plane is like a total random crapshoot. Because it may not be connected directly.
Right.
And you may not be able to hear perfectly. You may not, so...
Well, mine was where I want to go, come out of the ethereal plane, and then listen.
Yes.
But if you can turn us on the rat again,
Well, I have disguise self as.
Oh, well then, yeah, we're good.
Yeah, we're good. Sounds like a plan.
Well, I have.
I know you,
seeming.
as a wizard, your impulse is to overcomplicate things with magic.
I was going to do plane shift.
But just stay with us.
I thought your cloak lets you do the ethereal plane. Your
No.
stars?
That's a magic missile.
So, what we got?
Seeming. Spell lets you change the appearance of any number of creatures you can see within range. Endurance, a willing target. Charisma saving throw.
Just like hold up to cursory inspection, or
The spell disguises physical appearance as well as clothing, armor, weapons, and equipment. You can make each creature seem 1 foot taller, 1 foot shorter, appear fat, thin, items in between.
so I'll be a tall ratkin still, but
Yeah. Yeah, I think seeming will give you guys what you guys need.
what is it? Seeming?
Seeming, 5th level spell.
Cool.
Yeah.
And then we gotta go at night, right? Ratkins wouldn't sneak in
And I can
Ironmore's
also
house
make
during the day.
the ratkins look human
Mm-hmm.
if they want to do other shit while.
But you have to.
Well, they have their bracelets now. They can run around. The bracelets will last for about 8 hours, but nothing
Okay.
past 8 hours.
Because my
This is 8 hours.
seeming is 8 hours as well.
Yeah. So, there you go. So, yeah. So you guys are ready to jump off and run to the Longmore's, not Longmore's, Ironmore's house?
Yeah. We'll go as Ratkin, with the plan being to investigate the house, trying to find the contract until hopefully we are accosted.
Mhm.
And then should we allow ourselves to be taken? Maybe?
I don't know. I don't.
I feel like we
know
could get
if I
farther
can.
with that,
I'm not a fan of that.
but I feel like we
I'm
get,
not a fan.
I feel like we would get farther going that way of finding out who's really behind all of this. And, like, get taken to their lair kind of thing.
Oh, man. Here we go. I can't wait to see what you guys decide to do.
I don't like getting captured.
I don't either.
Okay.
What if some of
No,
us
no.
get captured?
Yeah.
I can cast
The
spells
three of
and
us get
shit
captured.
without any verbal or smoke.
No, the three of us get captured, and Lyria follows behind because she's practically the darkness.
Yeah, that's.
You are the darkness.
Well, yeah, but they can see a dark cloud following.
Yeah, you're sneaky too, though.
Gaseous form or-
Here you go.
I mean, I can take
Turn into gaseous form and
Yeah.
just follow them.
Or you just turn invisible.
Or,
I can do gaseous form.
yeah, I can do gaseous form.
So what if Pavel and I get captured and you two?
Alright, I'll take
Yeah.
gaseous.
2 and 2.
Yeah. And then you guys will be safe.
Yes. Yeah.
No, I'm not worried.
I have Pavel with me, so I'm not worried.
Yeah, but they're
Last
gonna
time in
strip
that
him of his
fight, I took a
armor.
total of 7
No.
points of
I
damage.
would look like a ratkin without any armor.
Oh, yeah, you're right.
They won't know to take my armor. Let's do it. We got a plan. Yeah.
Alrighty.
So you guys go ultra sneaky. We go in as ratkin and hopefully get captured.
We're just two.
But the goal is to
Gases.
search the house and find.
Two
Yep.
farts.
Well,
Two farts.
not yet. Just use it
Gross.
in response.
Can I be
It's like
helium
sewer,
as a
it's
gas?
like, it's fine.
No.
Why?
No, you have to be a fart.
Don't.
We're in the sewer. It fits.
There you go.
Oh, fuck.
Alright, so,
Nothing.
ratkin.
Nothing.
I'm not
I
being
can turn you guys into a gas.
That's true.
Cowards.
But we need
Counters.
to figure out, like, yeah, somebody needs to get captured.
Well, yeah. So you two have your reaction, but don't go in as gas. Just go in sneaky, and then so let's all go in as ratkin, and then if we get captured, y'all turn into gaseous form, and we'll get captured.
Alright.
And then we'll search the house.
Wait,
for the
why don't we-
contract.
You said we're all getting captured?
No.
No, just Pavel and I.
We can
We'll all go in as ratkin, and then if we get captured, you guys turn into gaseous form, so maybe they'll waste more time looking.
Or
for
you
the
could
other
like
two.
polymorph, be a shrug in my pocket.
Yeah, I mean, well, I took polymorph off.
We all get it. Y'all have plenty of magic
I
to
have
take
polymorph.
care of this
Don't worry.
situation.
Like,
I
I
can
feel like we would
polymorph
need to
myself
go
into-
gaseous form before they see
Yeah.
us.
Yeah.
So,
Well, if all they see
You'd have
is
to,
two
like,
other rat kids.
sense undead or whatever you do.
Well, why don't we
Yeah.
use two
Or you'd
of the
have to
other
charge
people?
Yeah,
to-
we'll take the lead and you guys can follow.
Why don't we use two of the actual ratkin as pawns?
Just saying, y'all won't be very much help investigating this house as gas.
No, we're trying to help
If
them.
but there's a chance that we get captured.
But like bring them with us, so like it's.
So make them invisible.
We'll do our gaseous form,
Yeah.
and then
But y'all aren't gonna be any help investigating this house as gas, is what I'm saying.
we can
So I'm searching this whole mansion with just Mordai. We all go in
Why don't we-
together,
Okay,
Why don't we
I'll
do
go
polymorph?
and then because y'all can sneak into the corner and turn it. Y'all, how long does it take you to turn into gas?
instant.
Okay, I'm not worried about y'all's ability to turn it into gas. We can do it in a reaction. Yeah.
If we need.
All right, we've got plenty of responses to their incursion
need to
upon the
roll
mansion.
mine.
Well, no,
I can.
y'all can set alarms and stuff.
I
We'll,
can
like,
banish them.
I'll break some glass. We'll put some glass down on the ground. We'll hear it crunching. Like, well, no.
I have
There you go. There you go.
All right, so
All right, you guys all set?
breaking into the Ironmore mansion.
All
by
right.
the contract.
Perfect. Okay, so
As Ratkin.
after you leave the mansion, you're in this room still. You see that Obi is talking to the remaining members of the Ratkin, and he tells them something in Ratkin language, and then they kind of give nods, and then they take off and they run off in different directions inside the sewers.
Did you tell him to keep watch on the mansion?
So he,
So we know some shit's gonna go down there tonight. And he might. If you're an like a guy who's collecting intel, that's the best place to be.
he says, I've told them to go and let the other members who are out on assignments to know what's going on, that their families are taken care of, and that you are allies.
I don't like your tone.
There was no tone. That was perfectly
It's fair.
sincere.
He's killed a lot of his family.
Yeah, that's kind of true.
I'd be pretty.
We all
pissed.
turn and look at the
Calcifer.
statue.
I'd be pretty pissed.
Like, it is a pretty grim monument.
Wait,
I-
what are we doing with Calcifer?
He's coming with.
Is he?
Yeah.
So we're 5 of us going?
Yeah, we're all on his
is he gonna be team be captured?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay.
You guys need the protection.
Yeah, honestly.
Thank you. I totally forgot about Council.
Yeah, Calcifer's ready to go.
Calcifer is your cop.
Come on, scary stabby wizard.
He's an interesting one. Is he level 40?
He's strong.
He's pretty good. He's pretty strong.
Sorry enough.
Pretty fun.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, so you guys start taking off. Calcifer is not excited about this whole getting captured business.
You're not confident? He's going in with all of his stuff with us. We're fine.
I'm not used to throwing a fight.
Calcifer, you were captured without.
Well, you've
changes
gotten
for
some
years.
recent experience, haven't you?
No, yeah.
Sore spot.
Yeah, it's a little sore. It's a little
It's all right.
little tender.
Book up, buddy.
Tender at the moment.
Pavel loves to do that.
It's
It's a sore spot. Jab.
There I am. By the light of Lathander.
You did the right thing.
I'm still questioning your motives. All right, so you guys do find the Lone Spear location, and it is nighttime, although the map is showing it daytime.
Wait, the police?
Not Lone Spear, sorry. Ironmore.
Okay.
So you are
I
at
was
the
like, let's not
Ironmore.
break into the police mansion.
Slaughter.
So there is a.
I can only keep these murderous animals at bay for so long.
Ironmore's mansion would be abandoned. Not abandoned.
But it's under watch, remember?
Yeah.
That's why we're breaking in, obviously. Hopefully you still have the contract there. And then
Obviously.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, so you guys are just.
Well, not like super obviously, but
Alright.
like if the house is being watched and we go break
not
in,
as sneaky
it's
as we
gonna be-
could,
Okay.
but not as obvious as we
Okay. Go ahead and place your miniatures on the board where it is you so desire.
Yeah. Like we step on a stick and argue outside. We're burglars, but we're ineffective.
We're like.
I don't think I want to play.
So you're hiding under a tree.
Which is this the mansion?
Yep, the mansion's on the left.
I want to be in the tree on my broom, watching.
Oh, this is nice.
I want to be like
As a ratkin?
Oh yeah.
We don't have brooms.
We're so primitive right now.
This is so great.
All right,
This is going against all your guys' urge.
I know. Can I put my hands on the wall and use my tremor sense ring?
Absolutely. So perception check, and actually everybody else is doing a perception or an investigation, either one.
Oh.
Use my blue dice.
Okay, check.
16 on perception.
16. Okay, so the estate itself is actually quite large. There's a large garden and stuff out in front. This is just the back area of their.
Like both of these houses are part of the estate.
Yeah, both of these houses are estate. The one on the right hand side is the horses, the stables, and that kind of thing. There's actually like a servant who usually stays in this place that takes care of everybody. It's not 2 stories; it's just a 1-story building. However, the mansion is 3 stories tall, and so this is the first level of that area.
I'm mainly just keeping an eye out. Like, is there any movement? I'll use divine sense. Anything in this area.
What's the radius of divine sense?
I think 60 feet.
I got 24 with my tremor sense ring. Tremor sense 300 feet.
All right, so you are touching the walls of the mansion, and you don't feel any kind of movements inside. There's plenty of movements outside. It's just from regular traffic. I mean, you're in the middle of a big city, right? But nothing inside. It seems pretty quiet.
Any eyes watching us?
Not that you can see. Other investigations or perceptions?
19.
19.
Anybody else bring any investigative spells? My spellcasters?
Investigators?
And you know
No.
what? I'll cast
Kind of.
I'll cast see invisibility on myself.
What?
See invisibility.
Oh.
For the duration, 1 hour, you can see invisible creatures and objects as if they were visible. You can see into the ethereal plane, ethereal creatures and objects if you're grossly interested.
Nice.
Yeah, I'll cast that.
Do an additional perception check.
Oh.
What?
Can I use my ring for advantage still?
Yes.
This one felt traitorous.
Kaim, with a 19, you're looking around. You actually see, like, pretty far away at the neighboring homes and things. Like someone looking out of their window and they're, like, just shutting it. You're not 100% sure that was anything nefarious, but you can't rule it out either.
Fair enough.
I got an 18.
Do they see us? Like, do they see him, do you think?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, you think that they saw, but they could have just been, looking out their window, throwing out their bedpan or something. What did you roll?
For perception?
19.
19.
I never was
19. You see the same thing. You see someone looking through the window. You're not really sure if it's nefarious or not. What did you roll again with your additions?
19.
Because you are specifically looking for things that are invisible, you actually notice, like, pretty far away. So the window is up high. It's a second-story window that they're looking at. On the ground side, you see what looks like a very large-looking dog. And at first, it doesn't mean anything to you. Like, oh, there's a dog running around. And then you realize, oh, the dog's invisible.
It's transparent.
It's transparent. And you don't realize it until it starts weaving around people that they don't obviously see this enormous dog that's sitting there. But the dog is invisible.
I will say telepathically to everyone that there's an invisible ethereal dog watching us. Is he like a cute dog or is he like a big...
He's a big dog.
Don't act like you can see him. Act like you don't see him. We want to get caught. If you act like you can see the invisible dog, that's kind of a tell that we're not what we see.
I wouldn't know either.
Well,
way.
the other ratkin he's a good wizard. So, it's
but
not
they know that
beyond
we wouldn't send the chief ratkin, Obi, on a mission. Which, by the way, did he tell us a hint as to where he thinks it would be in Ironmark's mansion?
Yeah, in the top floor. There's an office that he has up on the top.
Are there any
Well, you need to
windows?
stay lookout, obviously. Keep
Are
a
any of them
surreptitious lookout on that
No.
invisible dog.
All of them are shut and locked. Matter of fact, as you're getting to the front door, you realize that there's a letter basically that's nailed to the front door. As you're inspecting it, it just says this house is abandoned. Any trespassers will be prosecuted.
Is there?
Who's the best at investigation?
Is there a fireplace? Is there a fireplace?
Yeah, there would be.
So, chimney.
Oh, I don't know. We'll get through. You guys keep watch on the outside.
I'm just saying hypothetically.
And we'll go to the office.
Yeah, that would work. With gaseous form? Yeah.
Alright, I have a way in.
You could.
Kind of way until I'm gonna go break open the door.
I could.
All right, what do you guys want to do? You guys got to make a decision.
I can see all this
You
stuff.
guys keep watch, and we'll go to the office.
Okay.
Okay, so there's two
Or actually,
ratkin.
except we're supposed to get caught, and you guys are supposed.
I couldn't have
Six.
Might
seen
be
this
able
really.
to do it.
Second level spell.
Plans falling apart. What are you guys doing?
Can we take a quick break?
Absolutely.
Could I
We're gonna take a
actually,
quick break.
When I cast see invisibility, could I have used twin spell to get Lyria as well?
Hey, let me call you right back.
Yes, you can.
Alright.
We'll retrofit that, and we'll go on a quick break. We'll be right back.
This happened.
All right,
We
welcome
were trying
back.
to get caught breaking in.
I'm not.
As you can tell, they're still deciding what they're going to do.
No.
This is going to be exciting. I can't wait.
Follow my lead. You got it. We're good.
Why don't
I barely know you.
Why don't they hide? We will break in, obviously, and then when they
I'm
come and take us, then we can.
They can hide inside
I'll
though.
call
We can
him.
all
Yeah.
investigate.
I'll just polymorph into a little bird.
Right before the break, you were going to get part of that seeing things that are invisible.
Yes.
Go ahead and do a perception check for me, too, to see if you can see anything in addition.
Okay.
Above a 19.
Guidance.
Let's see. Just for fun.
Ooh,
Yes!
It's a 19 roll.
19, and then you get the plus for the
guidance.
The guidance?
Yeah.
So you're like in the 20s somewhere.
20.
Okay, so
Plus 4.
Funny.
all right, so you see the same dog. Actually, after he sees it, he kind of lets you know, and like, hey, don't look. But when you go and you look, just for a moment, the
Because of
dog.
course you look. Because somebody's like, "Don't look." You're like,
First off, the dog is like mid-chest height. Like it's a big, big dog. It's almost
Mid-chest to who?
well, not Maeve.
On
Like me.
On me,
Like a short.
Like a great.
yeah, like a regular person, it's like maybe 3.5, 4 feet tall. Like it's a big, big dog. This dog is really far away as well, so the fact you're even able to see it is pretty good. But when you go and take a look, your quick look but not look, the dog actually turns and looks at you in your direction, and you see that its eyes are bright red.
Do I recognize this magic at all? Is this some hell
Nope, with the
shit?
19, you only saw the dog. You had to get over 20 to see the
I'm
eyes.
definitely letting you know about the eyes. They're a little like, oh,
Well, that's
it
good.
has really red eyes.
Yeah, no, it's good. It's good.
Mhm.
Yeah, I'm just gonna go and to the front door.
All right. Yeah, you're not gonna have to roll for this. So yeah, you get up to
I
the door.
try to make it look like I'm not.
I mean,
like,
we could at least like
think
take a
like
lock.
Superman, just like, and then he's gonna like push it open. I'm not trying to make it look like I'm Hulk smashing this door. If I'm gonna Hulk smash the door.
Okay, all right. So just enough to break
Casuals.
through the actual handles.
Casuals.
Casual destruction. Okay, for casual destruction, go ahead and roll. Oh my gosh, what would it be?
Performance.
Performance or
Yeah, because I could definitely
Yeah.
break this door down,
Yeah.
without a doubt. I'm just trying to make it look like I'm not breaking.
All right, performance it is.
Yeah, like a 25 or 22.
Okay, so you do a little, put your hand on it a little bit, kind of give it the squeeze, and you're like,
yeah, cock, boom.
even with that, your strength is so much that it even kind of the whole door kind of cockeyes a little bit, so you kind of knocked it off a little bit of the hinges. Yeah, as soon as you open it up, the first thing that hits you is this kind of stale smell. Like no one's been inside this house. The whole house has been locked up tight, and now that airway has been opened up, there's like this just stale air. Almost cryptish is a very good way of putting it.
Can I cast borrowed knowledge on myself and myself proficiency in investigation?
Absolutely.
Because we do be nosy.
We do be
We are
nosy.
going to be investigating a lot.
All
I'm
right.
gonna cast protection from good and evil on myself.
Okay.
And say, we got limited time, let's go. It's on the 3rd floor?
Yes. So you walk into the building. Go ahead and place your minis where it is you would have them. And someone's staying downstairs. Someone going upstairs. Everybody's going upstairs. What are you guys doing?
Yeah, I'm
I'm going upstairs.
straight for
I mean, we're all going right for the study,
I
right?
mean, I also feel like there's definitely a basement in this house, and the spooky shit is always in the basement.
You
We're
want
gonna
to go
go
to the
check it out.
basement?
How strongly do you feel about that?
I mean,
How bad
Like,
do
are you
you
gonna
wanna
convince Leary to go with you into the basement?
I mean,
We're
we
gonna
can
go
make a
into the
stop in the
office
basement
with it.
first before we go all the way upstairs.
Well, I
No,
don't
no,
know how
no.
much
I don't.
time
I vote for
we
no
have.
stops in the basement.
How could I say no?
Alright, that's fine.
All right.
They go to the basement. Is there a basement?
Do a investigation. See if you
Yeah.
can find it.
Is there even a
I'll
basement?
also use my tremor sense ring.
Maybe they live on limestone and they don't build basements in this area. You
Um,
don't even know.
Yeah.
How
Go ahead and
Tom
do
created a
your
big
roll for that.
basement.
Still investigation.
Roll initiative, actually.
I am not smart.
Oh no!
I rolled a 1 and a 2. Plus
Looking for
6.
this is
Okay.
like
That was it.
Solid 8.
They cannot find
With a solid
the
8.
basement.
You think you know exactly where this thing is. You're like, it's right underneath this
Like,
rug.
closet.
But there's like stuff in the
Closet.
way, and you're like, okay,
Bathroom.
help me move everything in the room to get to the rug, and everybody's helping you move all this stuff.
Oh
You're
my
like,
god!
No, I'm
Here we
not-
go.
He is.
I'm
You
not
throw
helping him.
back-
We're going to the study. She's helping.
We're
him.
going straight for that contract.
We were like, no, Morta, you do your own thing.
you can hear Killer with you, and he's like, he doesn't like that you're making a big mess of the place. As you're doing that, there's actually a painting of the lord of the manor, and he's looking, very stern and kind of looking over at the whatever. And it almost looks like he's kind of upset at the fact you're wrecking his house, but of course he's not moving; it's just a painting. You remove the rug
Like,
from the
knock
ground,
over all the furniture in the room.
and there's nothing.
Rip
Absolutely
the rug
nothing.
back. We go to the study, though, right?
You go up to the second floor.
There's 3 floors, right?
Yep,
But we're
3
gonna
floors.
Keep going up.
You get to the second floor,
Oh boy.
and
I like the layers.
yeah, and that's great. That's so nice. Yeah, so you can definitely see that there are more of like a sitting area, more of an entertainment area, kind of a thing.
I see more stairs, though. My head right
And there's
Yeah,
more
I'm-
stairs.
I'm gonna go straight to the top.
Alrighty.
Just like Broadway.
After we find nothing, I guess we'll go up.
Yeah.
All
so
right.
We'll start meandering.
So you guys are a ways behind. No,
All right, so everybody's in the third floor now.
no, they're behind us because they went looking for a basement.
No. They'll be.
Okay.
They're like 40 minute behind us. And
Alright.
we're ransacking up here looking.
Keep tremor
All right, so
We're being respectful.
the room that is
Not
slightly
being
darker.
respectful.
Oh, yeah, I forgot. Sorry.
So the room that is slightly darker in the back is not a bedroom; it's actually a study.
Huh? Yep.
And so it's easy to see the doors are in these rooms are kind of already open. There's hardly any light. It's kind of dark in this room, but you
We'll light a
definitely
candle.
see. So you see that now that
Light a
there's places
No.
someone's been doing some writing, some places for storing documentation. There's some maps and things on the sides.
All of it.
So you're gonna start reading all of it.
As quickly as possible.
All right, investigation.
This is
I'm
the second
looking.
day.
I at this point have a lot of experience with devil contracts.
Mm-hmm.
I know what they look like intimately. I've seen my friends sign them.
That's right. You
I
signed one.
signed one.
There we go.
More than one.
Somehow, no.
Yeah.
Just the one.
So the paladin of Lathander has signed a devil's contract.
One
Just want to
time.
point out. I don't know.
Had some friends convince me to do it.
There we go. So yeah, investigations on both your guys' parts, and then you guys finally get up there at this point.
Yeah.
Sure.
All right.
Find it.
Can I look out the window?
Absolutely. Do a investigation as well.
I'm like looking in the nightstand.
Yeah.
Okay.
I rolled a 2.
You rolled
Yeah,
it too.
I'll just keep looking through the room. I'll search up high.
Okay.
Did you guys find the
I feel
basement?
Like it's somewhere tucked
I mean,
away.
I feel like we
hidden.
were close.
Alright, so you rolled
25.
25.
So, and perception investigation.
Yep.
Better than 1 and 2.
Dirty 20.
Dirty 20. Okay, good. And then
22 looking out the window.
perfect. So we'll start with these guys first. Pavel is going through a very locked
Yep.
chest,
Yep.
and he's banging away at the chest. And he finally cracks it open, starts pulling through and looking through everything. This has got to be it, guys. It's got to be it. And as you're looking through, you're realizing that it's more like family stuff. It's not really, social security numbers and all that kind of. So
Underwear.
it's not really anything that's business related. It's more like family related. You also realize that.
I'll put it in the bag of holding. I'll give it to Obi later.
There is. He rolled a 2, right?
I'm not even looking. I found the chest. I probably didn't even smash it open. If it's small enough to fit into the bag of holding, I'm like, this looks good.
That's the one.
Yeah, that's it.
We got
Probably
it.
I got it, guys. I have a good feeling about that one.
As you're saying this, you are looking past him, and you see that there is actually like a frame with a contract written on there, and it's obviously the contract that he signed when he came to the town. It's actually on prominent display right in front of him.
I'll just literally walk directly up to you, just reach past you, and grab the contract.
Is this your contract?
Is
What?
this what you were looking for?
That's what I meant.
This one?
I tuck it away. Oh, I want to read it, actually.
Okay, so start
Yeah, we
doing
got time.
a investigation.
With Arcana?
Okay. They're the same for me.
Yeah.
know-
Are they? Okay.
I'll take after Maeve. She's who I learned how to break and enter from.
Yeah.
So-
Light B&E, second day. in a
Yeah.
row.
Yeah.
I'm a ratkin. I'm gonna get in character. I'm just
That's
gonna
right.
start,
Rummaging.
start scooping stuff up into the bag of holding.
Okay.
Wait, are we just
21.
making them look bad?
You do
They
start.
would come back to get their stuff. That's why they've been watching and waiting.
So you do find that the contract is very, very specific. It not just ties the person who is the head of the family, but in light ways it connects the people underneath them. So he can't, for example, order his people to go and do something bad. But there are some workarounds. So
Like
if
he'll
I,
hire a guy
If only
who hired
somebody
a
would
guy
take
who
care
hired
of
a
this
guy
meddlesome
who hired a
priest for me.
yes,
Yeah.
exactly. This person's
Actually,
really
that
a
just came up in
pain.
Trump's phone.
Yeah, so so as long as he says things like that, then
Because
his
he's
people
under
can act.
indictment for an Enrico statute.
There you go.
It's hilarious.
So very much along those same lines. So there are limitations, but the thing is that if they do something and the leader, they find out it was them, there are consequences for the leader and all the people underneath them. So it's a piece of the contract that is vague, but there's harsh consequences should it be find out that something
we have
bad
to find
happened.
proof or something? Or what?
Yeah, we're gonna have to find some evidence.
I thought these devil contracts just worked. They didn't need proof.
They
There's
bound
no judge and
you.
jury in
Proof's in
hell.
the pudding. Absolutely, there is.
Oh, there's just the executioner,
No.
in my experience.
Judge, jury, you're already in hell, so it just depends on what you get, you know?
You're like, what are you talking about? We got bureaucracy.
Yeah, it's specifically, it's a bureaucracy.
Mhm.
The
By the
abyss
laws.
is chaos and nothingness.
Gotcha.
It's all laws, contracts, rules,
Mhm.
a strict
Right.
caste system.
Yeah.
Fine.
You find lots of other documentation, and you actually pick out the fact that you believe the family head, he was a ratkin too. He had one of those bracelets, and his lasted longer than the other ones. It was more powerful. But that's what he did. He walked around. He was the face of the community. Everybody loved him. Everybody thought he was fantastic. But he was a ratkin the entire time. It's his family that is underneath. You also find some evidence of the fact that Obi is actually his brother. which is why Obi's a wizard. He gave him all this training and all this teachings, but they did it in secret. They did it inside the house.
So was the other or the lead also a wizard?
Which one?
The head of the house?
No, he was not a wizard. He was definitely a business person. And he got all the contracts, he figured out all the stuff, and he was very, very into figuring out who his neighbors were and whatever his dirty secrets were and things like that, because that's just information gathering, right? So even when he came into town, a lot of the information that he got on everybody is written down in some of these notes.
I'm gonna after first.
Okay, perfect. So you're looking out the window as you hear these guys all rummaging around, breaking stuff and everything else.
Whichever windows.
I'm evoking Maeve's
door
name.
or the street or somewhere where they can come in the house.
As
Like,
soon as
Maeve
you
taught me
look
how to do this.
down, you see that there is that wolf, and he's looking straight up at you.
Oh.
Right. Okay. Yep.
He likes you.
Yep.
Don't make eye contact.
I'll just kind of like.
Next thing you see is he goes inside the house.
Okay. Yep. I'll let you guys know he's going in.
Well, I mean, you guys should.
Yeah. The gaseous form on.
Okay, so gaseous form.
I'm getting caught, so I'm still I'm looking for the most expensive stuff. I'm actually looting now.
Okay,
We found what we came here for, so now I'm actually looting.
Okay,
I'm helping.
okay.
You can
Anything
put
expensive
Uh,
that isn't nailed down.
You
We're
put
gonna
the
do a
contract
quick-
on you.
Oh, should I give it to you?
Search for
Actually.
Oh, the
any
contract? Yeah,
secret
definitely.
doors.
Give it to her.
Okay. Very
Apartments.
gaseous.
Because they won't catch you.
Because
Yeah.
him being the head
Mhm.
of his house, there has to be a safeguard somehow.
Go ahead and do a perception check,
All right.
and then after that, do a Arcana check. We're gonna do these together.
Okay.
Perception first.
22.
Okay. There are no levers or anything else in this room, but there is something missing. Now do an Arcana check.
All right. 28.
There have been multiple spells and traps all over this room. From the windows to the
Walls.
chests, to the walls, to the floors, to every single thing.
I love my 2000 babies.
All those things are magically trapped. However, every single one of them has been tripped, and every single one of them is now deactivated.
So you just see the remnants of this.
So you see the remnants of these spells. You see cracks and things.
So somebody is
Lucy is
dead
asking me
here.
to come home, so I'm going.
Oh, okay.
Heads up. So
Hopefully,
probably nothing, but
Oh, she's gone.
but could also be something.
It could be.
hey, baby,
Bye.
I'm walking out right now.
All right. Hopefully that was it. Hopefully this is the call. Someone may have just leveled up to dad. Who knows? We'll see.
I take control of the valve.
Okay.
Okay.
At this point, actually, we'll go ahead and do this since it's already getting closer, anyways. You've just figured out that the whole place has been trapped, and now it's all been
Already done.
untrapped.
Yeah.
At this point, Lyria
Yes.
would hear a voice behind her.
But I'm in a gas form.
Well, you would just hear it. It's not
Okay.
talking to you.
You
Okay.
can say
So I'm
And as you look in your gaseous form, you see that someone is coming through the bedroom area over on the other side and walking across the room. And he's actually talking to you because he can see you and he can see Pavel. And he says, so, took you filthy animals enough time to come over here. Find anything interesting? We didn't.
well,
You turn around and you see a very large, very pale individual.
Hmm.
What do you want to do?
Fight? Question mark?
No.
Or are you
Uh-huh.
running?
no, I'm gonna talk.
Well, you're supposed to
Can you put
Run,
this character
sir.
right
You-
there?
you
Oh,
should
God.
run. She already is far.
Well, I'm in a closed room, so I provoke attacks if I move towards him.
Where is he in this room?
He's actually right there next to
He's like at
the
the doorway, right?
yeah, the table that's there. He's right in front of the table, facing the door. Right there.
And I'm like
Yeah, you're looking at the window.
in here.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm gonna try to talk to him. I'm gonna.
Can I hide? Have they not seen me yet? Does he
You're
know
not
I'm in
sure.
This other room.
Yeah, I'm gonna pull my cap off, and I am myself now.
That's why that smell was a little different.
Oh, Harry.
Less. Still have the smell of a sewer on you, though.
You don't
Still.
smell too pleasant yourself. Who are you?
Did you roll?
Oh, for self, 2 + 2 + 2 is 6.
Excellent.
Jesus.
I'm not sneaky. Okay?
So you see him kind of looking around. He looks back at you. Well, obviously I'm your death. And you're going to be my snack, I believe. Haven't had a rabbit in years.
And I haven't had a vampire kill ever.
Oh,
That's the first for things that people might not like.
well, I don't want to ruin your streak going so far. And then you hear someone else down the hallway. As footsteps are coming up, and you hear another one.
I'm gonna cast polymorph on him.
Roll for initiative.
Oh.
And that is actually where we're going to stop because we have Pavel gone, we've got Maeve gone, we've got Darkshade gone. 3 of the 6 amazing team are out the door. So we're going to put a pause on this. But yes, you have several very large, very aggressive-looking vampires all looking down and staring at you. So, there you go.
Should we roll for initiative?
No, we're not even going to roll because then I'm going to lose it by the time we get back to the game.
I'll just mentally extend for the other 2. Like,
Trouble! Trouble!
SOS. Oh, someone's Stone Darkshade.
she has the...
Yeah.
She does have the bead,
Yeah.
so we can have her doing her stuff. And you know Maeve's going to break the bead and revive Darkshade early anyways. Because that's
I feel
Maeve.
like he's gonna be.
A little messed up.
I don't know. Who knows? I know. But, yeah, he doesn't know. Alright, so anyways, hopefully one of our players is leveling up to Dad at the moment. Good luck to the both of you guys. The 2 other players who are gone for the evening, hopefully you guys are being safe and secure. And we'll see everybody back in a week. So thank you guys for watching.